So again, with these, I'm not really too sure what I should be doing. However, you know, I've pretty much got the idea. So basically, we have a new thing called burning embers. What we do is we just basically spam our incinerates out, and you know, keep our immolate up obviously, and our conflagrate on cooldown, and this gives us charges of these burning embers. Our burning embers could then be spent on healing us for 60% of our health. Yes, 60%, absolutely ridiculous, I know. So, you know, what, 101k heal, that is insane. You know, that stupidly insane, I don't even get it. And then they can also be spent on doing chaos bolts, which will probably be the most, you know, likely thing that you're going to be doing. And our chaos bolt now hits for insane amounts. So also we can use it for spreading one of our next spells. So for example, that just dotted up all of our targets with immolate. We can also spread our conflagrate, we can also spread our incinerate. So, you know, and I probably ought to be soul stoning this person right now. Whoopsie. So let's soul stone them to get them rezzed. Now, there's not actually a lot at all I can do while I am moving. I am not really sure why Blizz made it so you have to move entirely all the way through this boss, because there's like absolutely nothing at all that I can do. So, you know, I managed to stand still on the odd occasion, and we were able to get out a chaos bolt or something like that. However, so let's just get a couple of chaos bolts going now. I think the ember thing is bugged, by the way, because it doesn't actually show how many embers you have, but as you can see, our chaos bolt is hitting for absolutely insane amounts. Insane. I mean, let's get another chaos bolt going out. 133,000, and I am in, you know, 378 gear. It's ridiculous, it really is ridiculous. And as you can probably see, our mana regen is absolutely amazing in destruction, so you know, we don't have the need to life tap constantly. However, obviously we still do need to use it sometimes, so I am gonna put that on my action bar as well. I actually forgot about that. What's this? Instantly revives your last demon, so that's quite nice. So L. Am I looking in the wrong place, or do we no longer have life tap? Not sure if we do actually have life tap, you know. Which is rather odd. This priest loves gripping me, don't they? I'm just trying to, you know, get my spells sorted out, because obviously I want to be doing the best damage I possibly can. So do we have... No, I've just turned Soul Link off, so I'm going to turn that back on again in a minute. So it looks like we are going to have to watch our mana. Incinerate costs 20k mana, Immolate costs 12k mana, and Fell Flame costs 16k mana. So no wonder our regen is absolutely insane. I don't actually see the point in that, in all honesty. Giving us insane mana and making our spells cost 20% of our mana. I don't actually see the point in that. I think it's just a thing that Blizz thought it'd be interesting, you know, saying, woo, let's give Warlocks insane mana regen but make their spells cost an absolutely insane amount. Don't know why they didn't just leave it as it was, to be honest, but you know, I don't see the point. But you know, interesting to see how this is working, to be honest. So let's get a Chaos Bolt going, shall we, and see how much we can whack with it. I didn't even see how much that hit because of the spam from this Harvest Life, but I'm assuming it was bloody well a lot because I saw a billion numbers pop up there. So, you know, popping cooldowns is extremely effective, especially now. You know, I've got my Mastery Trinket. I'm not sure what my Mastery actually does. Increases the effectiveness of Burning Embers spell by 220%. Obviously, I don't have 200% Mastery, sadly. That is a bug, although I wish it wasn't, because that amount of Mastery would be lovely. In fact, that has a very tiny global cooldown. That's pretty nice. And as you can see, it does... Oh, in fact, our tank's just died. But as you can probably see now, I am actually not dying. I am a Warlock tank, and I don't even have my tanking glyph. So that is pretty lovely. You know, it's these ridiculous self-heals that you can see just coming in, just absolutely nuke healing us. Insane. Absolutely insane. This is why Warlocks, I reckon, can be tanks, you know, just because they're a ridiculous amount of self-healing and stuff nowadays. So it's interesting to see how Warlock tanking is actually going to end up. I mean, we can't actually queue up for tanks at the moment, so obviously Blizzard aren't really all up for it, but you know, putting into raid situations where we can actually choose our combination of raid, maybe in the near future we'll be able to try out Warlock tanks, you know. Probably Demonology spec would be best, as you can also have a taunt if you glyph it with Demonology, so that would be quite interesting to see. And then literally we just go all out, harvesting life, self-healing, mortal coil. Got so many healing spells, it would be very interesting, I reckon. This time I'm going to use my Burning Ember on the Brimstone. So I have just sacrificed my pet. I'm going to use... That is bugged because it has just... Oh, there we go. So we can use... Why is it saying I can't use that? That must be bugged. That is not working for some reason, so let's just get a Chaos Bolt rocking, shall we? So, I best get my... I'm going to actually try and get a Fell Imp up. Let's see how Fell Imps work out. So obviously these will just literally spam the living crap out of whatever it's called. Their little bolt thingy they have. No idea what it's called, but you know, there we go. So we have this guy, and I think we now need to kill this guy, don't we? Yes, we do. So let's get our Conflagrate going, and then some Incinerate spams, and hopefully we'll get some Burning Embers so we can get a nice Chaos Bolt going with some cooldowns up. So let's get a Chaos Bolt, see how much this big boy hits. Lovely, 117k, basically 180 in there, so that's really nice there. In fact, I forgot to get my Immolate up. I'm naughty. But our Immolate, it's ticking for an alright amount, I guess. You know, it's not an amazing tick, but it's all adding up to be extra damage. So you can see it actually being, well, yeah, obviously a damage increase to cast it, but so there doesn't seem to be really many new abilities to our pets. They just really, it's the same abilities but with a different spell name, and they do a bit more damage from getting this talent here. So I've got all my glyphs now, so let's get some cooldowns rocking on this boss. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and Chaos Bolt. then we can just go straight back to doing our conflict rate. Chaos Bolt, lovely. Let's see how much this one hits for. 115k, nice one. So obviously having this glyph will also save you mana, I think. So Chaos Bolt, that is a really lovely animation right there. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's filling my bloody screen, taking over the place. It's absolutely lovely. Now I think I've actually bugged out our immolate by trying to get that, change it into the Doom spell, but you know, there we go. It just shows that the game isn't quite fixed yet. And I'm not really sure why I'm losing health. And let's get going. And our pet is called Nipple. Nipple with 1p. Lovely. 2, 3. Two, 3. Am I gonna get a dispel? So let's get a fire and brimstone going. And if we cast in it, there we go. Look at that, that was absolutely insane amount of damage going out there. So let's get some AoEs going out. So we get double charges on there now, which is really nice. So now we should hopefully be able to spam more than one Chaos Bolt out. Oh no, we still only had one charge. It's a shame really we can't see how many charges we have, because that would be pretty helpful. Let's get another Chaos Bolt going. No, it didn't quite hit as much, probably because we don't really have many cooldowns up, or well, any cooldowns up at all at the moment. So let's get our dot back on the target. Yep, I'm going to save this for yet another fire and brimstone, but this time I'm going to try, if everyone was going to stack up that is, I'm going to try, so not quite as good as the, what's it called to be honest, forgot the name of our spell. Oh, there we go. Not quite as good as the AoE Incinerate to be honest, but you know, still pretty good right there. Is that bugged? Oh, okay, I must have a wand equipped. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe you sacrifice damage by wearing a wand so you can get your abyssal out. I don't know, that's probably a bug. To be honest, I can't see any point whatsoever in that. So Incinerate, lovely, that just hit everybody for about, well, 40k plus, as you probably saw, which is pretty nice. You can see all of our heals coming in here, and you know, the reasonable amount of AoE. Let's get our dot back up on that target. And seeing as it's coming to the end of the fight, let's start using our Chaos Bolts and stuff. Hopefully maybe get one more Chaos Bolt in, do we think? No, no, no. Oh, well, as you can see, our Chaos Bolts are absolutely lovely, you know. It's going to be, again, interesting to play on one of these. So I'd like to see how they work out. You know, we can sacrifice our demons and things to gain charges of certain things, so it'd be very interesting to see really. So yeah, can't wait to see how Warlocks end up, to be honest, after this.